In 2021, Texas Highway Patrol seized a street racing Dodge Challenger Hellcat, but they didn't just impound it. They turned this 1,080 horsepower monster into their newest patrol car. And that's just the beginning of the most outrageous police cars ever. From a 1,000 horsepower seized street racer to an Australian super sedan that would make supercar owners nervous, these are the top 10 most outrageous police cruisers that redefined what's possible with a badge and lights. Number 10. 1961 to 1964 Chrysler Enforcer. In 1961, the Chrysler Enforcer was introduced as the first police car from the more upscale Chrysler line. Derived from the full-size Newport sedan, the Enforcer provided law enforcement with a spacious, comfortable vehicle that had ample space for transporting equipment and suspects to and from the precinct. With the large Chrysler, officers enjoyed plenty of power owing to the 383 cubic inch V8 engines beneath the hood. The California Highway Patrol opted for the Enforcer, but requested a more aggressive cam and a Carter carburetor, substituting the standard Holley to enhance its power. Thus, the CHP vehicles could reach a maximum speed of 130 miles per hour, which officers could utilize on the long stretches of California roadways. Number 9. The 1980 to 1989 Plymouth Grand Fury, Dodge Diplomat, and Chrysler New Yorker. In 1977, Chrysler launched its new M-Body sedan with models planned for all three brands under the Chrysler Group. The new platform supported several new vehicles upon its launch, and from 1980 onward, three robust and reliable models emerged: the Plymouth Grand Fury, Dodge Diplomat, and Chrysler New Yorker. Although these vehicles gained popularity among a wide range of middle-class families, they became commonplace in fleets, particularly within police departments. What made them special was that they were actually smaller than other police cars at the time, which made them really good for city driving. Number 8. The 2006 Dodge Magnum Police Package. Who says police cars have to be boring sedans? The Dodge Magnum Police Package was Chrysler's wild answer to that question. This station wagon was a performance machine that could turn heads and catch criminals with equal ease. Equipped with an optional Hemi V8, the Magnum could sprint faster than most sports cars, making it a nightmare for anyone thinking of outrunning the law. What made the Magnum truly special was how it broke every rule of police vehicle design. While other departments were stuck with standard four doors, the Magnum offered massive cargo space, incredible performance, and a look that said, "I'm not your typical cop car." This was essentially a muscle car disguised as a family wagon. Number 7. 1992 to 2001 Jeep Cherokee Pursuit. This is where things start getting interesting. Before every police department had SUVs, there was the Jeep Cherokee Pursuit. It could go off-road when it needed to, but here's the cool part. It was actually faster than regular police cars in testing. They removed the speed limiter and let it run up to 120 miles per hour. For a vehicle that could also chase someone through the woods, that's not bad at all. Number 6. The 1974 to 1993 Dodge Ramcharger. Sometimes regular police cars just won't cut it, especially if you're patrolling somewhere with rough terrain. That's where the Dodge Ramcharger came in. Think of it as the heavy-duty pickup truck of police vehicles. These things were super popular with departments out west, where officers might need to head into the mountains or across desert trails. They didn't even need a special police package. These cars were rough and tough right from the factory. Number 5. The 1956 to 1959 Dodge Pursuit. Going into history a bit, this is actually the first time Chrysler made a special package just for police cars. They called it the Pursuit, and that name stuck around for decades. Under the hood, they put this awesome engine called the Red Ram Hemi V8. Some departments even opted for an upgrade that pushed it to 320 horsepower in the 1950s. That was seriously powerful for back then. Number 4, 2019 to present, Ram Durango Pursuit. The Durango Pursuit is like the Swiss Army knife of police vehicles. It is basically what happens when law enforcement gets creative with their ride. Imagine a vehicle so perfectly designed for police work that it feels like it rolled straight out of a cop movie's dream garage. Need to transport canine units? Well, it's got special climate controls that keep police dogs more comfortable than most humans could even hope for. Want pure power? Well, the Hemi V8 version pumps out 360 horsepower, turning this SUV into a pursuit machine that can handle anything from tight city streets to rough back roads. Specialized seats are designed to fit officers wearing full tactical gear, and extra storage compartments that can handle everything from radar guns to emergency equipment. Number 3, the 1974 to 78 Dodge Monaco. If this car looks familiar, well, there's a good reason. It's the famous Bluesmobile from the Blues Brothers. Do you remember that scene where they're jumping over cars and crashing through malls? Well, that's this car. It came with this massive 440 cubic inch engine, and it was actually one of the most popular police cars of its time. Although the Dodge Monaco was produced from 1965 to 78 and briefly reappeared as an unusual Renault-based badge-engineered variant in the 90s, it is only the second generation that deserves recognition as an icon. This vehicle was a full-size sedan and wagon, especially the second generation, which was quite sizable and typically not very appealing or remarkable. Not much more could be said about it except for its unlikely star status on screen. Number 2, the 2011 to present Dodge Charger Pursuit. This is the last American police car still rolling off the production line, and it's not going down without making a statement. The Dodge Charger Pursuit is what happens when you take a muscle car and turn it into a law enforcement weapon. The base model starts at 300 horsepower, which is already enough to make most speeders seriously reconsider their life choices, but opt for the Hemi V8 and suddenly you're looking at 370 horses of pure unbridled pursuit power. Dodge didn't just build a fast car, they built a mobile fortress. Bulletproof doors that can take a beating, a suspension system engineered to handle everything from smooth highways to jumping curbs during high-speed chases. Every time one of these appears in your rearview mirror, it's like being hunted by a street-legal tank disguised as a car. Number 1. The 2020 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Red Eye. Nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what Texas Highway Patrol did with their seized Hellcat. For years, police have chosen to purchase patrol vehicles with ample horsepower and enhanced suspension to ensure officers can effectively pursue speeders and criminals in sports cars. Unfortunately, Chrysler has never provided one of its sports cars for police use. Yet that hasn't prevented a department from enlisting one for duty. In particular, the Texas Highway Patrol seized a Dodge operated by an individual who was speeding and then prompted a high-speed pursuit. The vehicle in question here was a 2020 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Red Eye sports car. This wasn't just a Hellcat. It was enhanced and modified to deliver 1,080 horsepower. Although 1,000 horsepower seems excessive and absurd for highway patrol, it has now become a complete black and white fitted with reds and blues, which officially classifies it as an emblematic Dodge police vehicle. While they mainly use it for public relations, just imagine being a street racer and seeing this pull up next to you at a red light. The bottom line is this: law enforcement isn't playing around when it comes to their rides. These cars were designed to do a job and do it well. Whether it's a cop chasing down a suspect through city streets or tracking someone across rural highways, having the right vehicle can make all the difference between catching the bad guy or watching them disappear around a corner. Horsepower talks in these vehicles speak volumes. Every department has different needs, different terrains, different challenges. But one thing remains the same. When you're dealing with someone who thinks they can outrun the law, you want something that can back up that badge with some serious muscle. Which of these police cruisers blew your mind? Was it the movie famous Bluesmobile, the canine-friendly Durango, or the seized Hellcat turned highway patrol beast? Drop a comment and tell us which one below. And if you're into crazy automotive stories, smash that subscribe button and check out our other videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.